Hello and welcome to this ICT lesson. Today I want us to look at paragraph indentation in MS Word. We will also later look at paragraph alignment in MS Word. So simply, a paragraph is a group of sentences, and this group of sentences might be describing a certain action or theme or subtopic. If a document has a group of paragraphs, they are normally separated by a space, or they might also be separated by what we call indentation. Simply, indentation is a space which is normally inserted between the margin of a paragraph and the beginning of text. For example, in this example here, the broken line represents the margin of the page. We have two margins, the left and the right. Now, if we create an spacing between the margin and the beginning of the first line of a paragraph, we will have created what we call first line indent. And the reason why you will do this is for the reader to be able to identify the beginning of a paragraph and to separate with the eyes one paragraph from the other by use of the indent. Another example of indent which can be created to distinguish paragraphs from one compared to another is the hanging indent. And in this one you can see all the sentences are indented except the first line, and we therefore call this hanging indent. The third one is simple, where all the sentences are indented on the left, so we create a big space here for each line between the margin and the beginning of each line. We call it left indent. And the right one is like that, where we create a space between the right margin and the end of these sentences to create an indentation. Now, when you open MS Word, you will see a ruler, and if that ruler is not visible, if you go to the View tab, then you will see a checkbox for the ruler. When you check it, the ruler will appear. When the ruler appears, there is what we call indent markers. The indentation markers will be there on the ruler. And you can see from my diagram here, the one on the left side of the document, this one we call it a first line indent marker, which is on the top. Then below this triangle, the triangle below, we will have what we call hanging indent marker. Then this big box at the bottom, it is for the left indent marker. These are handles which, when you select your paragraph and you move them, they help you create indentation. Then we also have here on the right, we have what we call the right indent marker. When we move it towards the left, it will be creating a right indent. I will go ahead and practically show you what we mean by indentation. I'm going to use this Word document here, and you can see I have two paragraphs, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. You can see in my document I cannot see the indent markers, so I will just click View, then choose here ruler, and you can see the markers have appeared. So in order to indent text, there are two methods. The way we said, you can separate the first paragraph and the second paragraph with a space. The way you can see here, there's a space. If I delete that space here, I will have only one paragraph left. But if I click before this word another and press enter, I have created an empty line here to separate the paragraphs. So this is what I'm going to do. I will start with the first line indent. I will select this paragraph and move the first line indent marker like this to create a first line indent. You can see here there is a first line space which we call first line indent. That is excellent. The next type of indent I want to show you, I will just select the second paragraph like this and move the hanging indent, the lower triangle, and move it until it is in the same line as the first line indent. And you can see I have created what we call hanging indent. So my document is well formatted with hanging and first line indent. I will undo the changes, then I will show you how to apply the left indent. So I will select the first one, the first paragraph, and remove this box. When you point to it, you can see it is showing here left indent. I will move it towards the right, and you can see I have created what we call a left indent on this document. I will also select my second paragraph and move toward this right, this is right indent marker, and push it in like that. So I have finally created a right indent. So here I have left indent, and here I have right indent. There's some ways you can arrange your sentences in a paragraph in relation to the margin. So for example, here you can see here I have my left margin, and the text is straight at the edge. It is straight downwards at the edge, and this other side, the right side of this paragraph, is rugged or rough. Okay, so we can simply say this text is aligned to the left, or it is left aligned with the left margin. What does that mean? It means the left side of the paragraph text and the margin are straight, moving downwards together. This other diagram shows the right edge of the text is straight downwards, and also it is moving along the right margin, but the left side of this text is rough and rugged. Looking at this one, you can see all the text are centered and both sides are rigid. The left and the right are rigid and rough, and we therefore say this text is center aligned. And the last one is what we call justify aligned, and in this both sides, left and right, are straight and move along the margins downwards, and it looks neat, and we say it is justified or justify an alignment. I will go ahead and do it practical for you to see, so that I can use it to show you. So the first thing we want to do here, I want to duplicate this text. I will just copy these two paragraphs and paste them down here for the purpose of showing you the alignments. So I have 4 paragraphs now. I want to align them. The first one, I want to make it right aligned, so I will just come to home tab, then choose this button here, right align or align right, you can as well press Ctrl and R after selecting the paragraph. So I will click it, and you can see the right side of the text is straight. So we say this is right alignment, or the text is aligned right. So I will select the second paragraph and ensure it is left aligned. You can see it is already left aligned. So I will just click the button and click it again. Now it is left aligned. I will go to the third paragraph and click center alignment here, and you can see this is center aligned. Both sides are rough and rugged. Then finally I will select the fourth paragraph and justify it here, justify. So you can see the text is justified. So here I have what we call right aligned. Here I have left aligned. Here I have centered text, and here my text is justified. And you will notice in the justification the extra spacing is compensated inside the text. You will see some words have large spacing between them, simply because the computer is balancing to ensure that both sides are straight, and extra space has to be compensated inside the text by allowing large spacing between the words in some cases. So that is all I have for today, and that is how we apply what we call alignments and indentation to our paragraphs in MS Word. Thanks for participating. See you next time. Bye bye.